The following Let's Play has been rated for mature audiences only. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found... Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, I became a wife and mother. Which isn't as exciting as it sounds because nothing actually comes of it. My husband is either sitting at his house where he talks to me like I'm not married to him, or he's sitting at my house where all he does is give me food. And as for my daughter, all she does is tell me she wants to go fishy. You know, for all of these disappointments I'm finding with this game, most of them aren't really O'Bright's fault. It's mostly because of RPG Maker 3 and RPG Maker 3's limitations. And one of the more frustrating limitations, aside from, you know, marriage not really doing anything for you, I can't get party members within town. I can ask people to join me, but they don't actually join me until I get outside of town, which makes inventory management kind of a pain because I have to gather everybody and head outside of town. And as for equipment, I can't find out what people want unless I go into the editor or I just buy something on a whim and hope it works. So yeah, RPG Maker 3, it's all RPG Maker 3. When I review this game, I'm going to review it fairly, taking into consideration all of RPG Maker 3's limitations. I mean, the disappointments are definitely disappointing, but considering what O'Bright was working with, he really did the best he could. The only thing I could possibly think of that he could have done to allow more memory to do certain things was to just completely get rid of one of the quests, like the church quest, for example. He could have just got rid of that completely. That's just use an example because I don't actually know what the church quest is like. So maybe the church quest is actually really good. We don't know yet. We're not going to do the church quest anyway. Not yet, anyway. Instead, we're going to continue the trading quest. And to do the trading quest, we have to get the solar panel, the coded wire, and the zinc element. At least that's what I hope I need. This is the pedestal I used in order to open the first of Max's shops because that's what the trading quest is for. Max lost his money because he buried his money in 3 different places. And so I have to retrieve the money so he can reopen his shops. Kind of dumb, but whatever. But this was the pedestal I used to open the first shop to get the blueprint to find the machine that would help me find the first stash of money. I would assume, or I did assume, that these other 2 pedestals would be for the other 2 machines that would help me find the other 2 stashes of money, but they don't do anything. Hopefully this isn't a glitch. Hopefully this pedestal here really is the one I'm supposed to scan, and the blueprints will appear on these pedestals accordingly. We'll find out. Anyway, the first thing I'm going to hunt down is the zinc element, because that's the next thing on the trading loop. In order to do that, I'm going to have to trade off the steam tower, or the steamer, whatever you want to call it. And there's like a few people I have to go through before I can get to the person who will give me the coded wire. And in order to do that, I had to trade the steam tower to Chester's brother next door, and he gave me the hibachi, who I gave to Chester, and he gave me the brazier. Sorry, there is a certain way, brazier, I think it's brazier, it's not brazier, it's brazier or something like that. And I gave the brazier to Tonk, who gave me the coded wire. Now, I know I already scanned something on here, but I can't remember what it was, so I'm just going to have to go through all these items until I actually get the next blueprint. So after the coded wire, there's solar panel and zinc element. I think I can trade the coded wire to somebody right now for the solar panel. Whoa. Yeah. I'm inside the jail because I was looking for a place for it to be, just in case, you know, I could sleep in here in order to make it instantly night instead of having to wait for it, because apparently I'm going to have to wait for it to become night, and apparently my metal detector has found something else. Alright. If there's a hole under the rug, does that mean somebody... What's a copper sprocket? Can escape? A copper sprocket. Wait a sec. I also have this circuit panel, along with the copper sprocket. Are these pieces to get, that I need in order to build the next machine to find the next stash of money? Wait. Maybe that is. I think Max buried some of the parts that I need in order to build the next machine. Because he's on a burying a kick. Oh. Maybe I'm onto something. Maybe I don't have to continue the trading loop in order to find stuff. Maybe the trading loop is just for finding the parts for the first machine. Which means there's another spot somewhere in town. I think there's another spot somewhere in town where another thing will be buried. The annoying thing is there's like no indication of what I'm supposed to find, so I guess I'm gonna have to ask for information on where to find this stuff. Well, there's part of the clues. I think at least some of the parts are around the jail, but the night they let Max out, he also went to church, so who knows. Well, I already found the part that was at the church, and I just now found the part that was at the jail. Now, she talks about a part that was just outside of town, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure I already found the thing that was outside of town with the metal detector once before. Still, it probably wouldn't hurt to look around. Alright, after looking for more information, somebody told me, well, Chester told me specifically, that the parts for the next machine are probably buried in and around town. He specifically told me that I need to look at places jutting into the water. So, I'm gonna check here. And also I sort of came out here by myself, so hopefully that wasn't a mistake. Well, this thing shouldn't be too difficult to beat on my own. What skills do I have again? Double strike? Yeah, let's use double strike. Oh yeah, I'm using RPG Maker 3. Alright, so apparently that thing knows a skill that raises its defense, which is unfortunate because I was hoping to not have to use double strike once more. Wanted to find out if my regular attack was still good. Please don't do 29. Alright, I have this one last shot to kill this thing, or else I die. Secret Chiton. Magic defense up. Well, it's a good thing skills don't affect... Skills go around defenses. Miss? No. Excuse me a sec, I'm going to have to go after that one thing that I found buried in the jail again. And then I'm gathering a party, because apparently I am not safe at all outside of town by myself, even that one spot just down the hill. Alright, I have gathered my team, Brogan, Marley, and Seymour. I forgot about my dog. Who did I bring up before? Was it like Zoe, Marley, Seymour, and the dog? I don't know. I remember bringing out Brogan before, but whatever. While I was out here, I gave Brogan the Asher Prime, which is quite a bit more powerful than the poleaxe he had before. Likewise, I upgraded Marley's oak staff to the vermilion staff, which is quite a difference, although not nearly as much of a difference, which means there's probably another staff somewhere that is really good, perhaps in Max's weapons shop. And I had already previously equipped Seymour with the Sacred Tonfa, which is amazing. I also need to move that ceremonial Tonfa over to Zoe so that I can sell it. And after moving Marley back just a bit, we'll put her there. Now we can go ahead and take care of that spider that was hanging around here, assuming I actually find it. Shoot. I know there's something somewhere. Okay, apparently there isn't anything here. Well, dang. There's a spot jutting into the water. There's a spot jutting over the water over there. And it's sort of near town. I'll go ahead and head over there. Well, there is an event here, but checking it does nothing. So maybe I have to come here with the thing that I'm about to build. Oh crap. Well, where is the last piece that I'm supposed to find then? Also, there's that spider. Let's murder it. Let's see, who goes first? Seymour? No, me. Alright, well, let's find out what my regular attack would have done. Is it more than... Oh, for crying out loud! Why is the miss rate so dang high? Tonfa. Let's cause like 600 damage on this guy. Or we can cause over 1,000 with a critical hit. I'm glad I got that on camera. That was like completely overkill. But it deserved it because it killed me. Odysseus ring. Oh wait, I already have one of those. Can anybody in this team equip the Odysseus ring? Yeah, that's that thing. My dog is holding one of those. Alright, Seymour can equip the Odysseus ring, which will raise his strength. Huh. It actually raises his actual strength stat and not just his physical attack, which is down there. Interesting. Raises his strength, defense, and luck. I forget what luck is. Probably evasion, I would assume. Yeah, I'm going to say evasion. So that raises his attack even more. Awesome. Now, where is that last thing that I'm supposed to dig up? Alright, I have a choice here. Either I talk to more people in town and get some information, or I just wander into all the little dead ends in town and hope I stumble across them like I did with that one thing in the jail. At the very least, I can finally sell these fine clothes that I can't wear anymore. Pretty sure that nobody else can wear them. And if somebody can, the defense isn't really that big anyway. Who equips the Nigling? There are a bunch of party members that I haven't actually come across and tried out. But because of the whole thing where you can't actually use the party members until you head outside of town and making inventory management a pain, I really don't feel like doing that. I'm just going to stick with the people I know are good. So those are of you who are interested in seeing what other party members might be like, for example, the guy with the elemental books, too bad. I'll go ahead and save the Rosewood Shield and the Nagling because I don't know who can equip those, so... Well, I suppose I could sell them since I'm not actually going to be using whoever they belong to, but, you know, just in case. Now, let's see if we can't find some information on more buried stuff. Oh-ho! Finally! Apparently there's more than one thing in the jail. You have found the ancient battery. And that is probably all three things that I'm supposed to find. Is there a breakable wall here too? No. There's one here though. Did I already find the thing that was in there? Yep. Alright. Back to Seymour's house to build this machine. It's kind of a cheap move, putting two different things in the jail. How did he get away with burying these things in the jail? Now that I think about it, the reason that this wasn't scanning things... Never mind. You have collected all the parts required to make the sonar console and scanned them into a blueprint for Chester. Yep. For a moment there, I thought I had to bring the parts to Chester and then he would give me the blueprint. Guess not. Alright. Help. And that will get me... Hooray! You've made the blueprints for the sonar console. Just give me a few moments and I'll have a working model put together for you. Moment. 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 That's more than a few moments. Okay, here you go. One brand new sonar console. You can find the money Dad needs to open the weapon shop with that. You can also find the parts I need to make Maku, the remote droid. Hey, you're doing great, but you still have some scanning to do. Yep, that I do. So I got the sonar console. Which means I probably need to gather a team again. Because I think I need to go outside for finding the next thing. That one spot that I was jutting into the water, where there was an event there but I couldn't activate it, that's probably what I'm looking for. This time I'll bring my dog along. Broken can just stay in the cafeteria restaurant place. Alright, get over here and... Where's it? Where is it? There it is. Sonar console has detected something under the water here. Will you try to retrieve it? Yes. You have found the winding winch. Well, drat. I was really hoping it would be the next stash of money. Where's the rest of the money then? Well, at the very least, I know that something is in this area, where the strongest monsters are. I'm in no shape to be fighting these things just yet, so I'm bringing along the Intimidator. Now, a while back, I actually took a look at the field map in the editor, and there was something of interest out here. Is it the Kraken nest? Do I have to fight Krakens? Actually, I was told that no, I don't have to fight Krakens. Aha, is that it? There is a piece of land jutting out from there. Can I actually reach that land? Hopefully this intimidator will last long enough for me to find out. Well, I'm not seeing a way across. Oh wait, is that a way across? No, I'm not seeing a way across. But I am seeing this random hill right here. Maybe there's something up here. Yeah, this might be the thing that I saw on the map. What is this? There's a little fire here. Is this a volcano? Okay, I'm fighting something even though I'm using the Intimidator. Wow. Hey, there's a dragon up here. Hey, there's death up here. Oh, double strike. Not useful. Doesn't cause as much damage as my current... oh. And then again, that probably would have been useful. What kind of skills? Heal 1 and Smite. Well, Heal 1 I'm not even going to worry about saving up for because death. Alright, well, Seymour's got a really super duper attack, which is not very useful because RPG Maker 3 and Zoe's dead. I can tell because her ATB gauge immediately dropped to 0 when that thing started to attack. Yeah, you just do nothing. Let's try this again. Really? Really? And there's Seymour. The only guy who could potentially kill this thing is now dead. Screw this. Don't know why the Intimidator didn't work against that fight. But obviously, don't want to be up there. Where did I come from? Came from that way. Can I get around? How many Intimidators do I have? Does Hobbs have one? Good, because I might need an extra one while I'm out here. I really have no idea where I'm going. Might actually be that I don't want to be out here. But I'm at least going to see if I can find that way into that one piece of land that I saw. There's also this spot right here. There's so many spots that are jutting into the land. That's not anything. The Intimidator's about to wear out. If it wears out, screw it, I'm just going to reset. Alright, we got a level up from that fight. So let's see here. We are now at level 5 with the obvious exception of Hobbs because I already explained it. I don't feel like explaining it again. What new skills do we got? Zoe has Subdue, which lowers the encounter rate and costs 7 MP. That's awesome, so I don't need Intimidators as long as I have enough MP. Marley has Cure, which cures poison. Whatever. Seymour actually has something that's the same thing, except it's free. Kinshri Smack doesn't cost anything, but at this point it's useless because it only is going to cause 50 damage. And we're not even going to look at Hobbs. Alright. Now then, there is one thing I need to check inside town, and if I can get there without getting into another encounter, I'll go ahead and... well, nut bunnies. As I was saying, somebody gave me some information to go to either the far northwest or the far northeast of this area. I can't remember which, so I'm going to go into town, get that information, and then I'm going to reload the save that I just now created so that I don't have to take the time to regather my party members. My party members will be slightly weak because we already took damage, but whatever. Alright, I have gathered my information. And I was told a couple things. One, something shiny appeared in a lake east of Moyos, which is that direction somewhere. So I guess I'm going to have to follow the water or something. And along with that, the other place I was told about is the far northeast of Lembria, where the Kraken's nest is. So I'm going to be going to those two places. Also, I decided to go ahead and heal and regather my party members because the information I gathered was around those guys anyway, and they're all grouped together. Incidentally, I happened to actually ask O'Brien if he was willing to let me fix something so that I could actually have my party members in town, which, you know, would have made things a lot easier. But he said that he just doesn't want me to be able to interact with anybody in town as, like, the dog, regardless of whether I'm flirting or questing. So I'm just gonna leave it alone. Now then, this area has the level 2 type sort of monsters, but, you know, I've gotten somewhat stronger, so maybe I'll stand a chance against whatever these things are. Cerberus with a melted face. Wouldn't mind if I could just get rid of him without having to use dog breath, or... Are my other skills even usable? I thought that, like, they required a certain amount of MP or something, which my Hobbs does not have. These guys are manageable. Oh, and because these guys went out of my party, everybody's in the front row. You would think it would try to remember that, okay, she is definitely useless as a physical attacker. Don't miss. Of course he was going to miss. I was about to say, okay, this guy's going to definitely kill this guy, but then I realized, oh wait, RG Maker 3. And those guys are actually kind of strong. As for my dog's physical attack, it's useless. So I either have to use Bite or Dog Breath, and those take HP in order to use. And of course my dog doesn't get healed whenever I head into town and sleep. Let's get that mess out of the... Oh, that thing has a snake for a tail. There we go. Alright, while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to have Marley cure up Hobbs. Oh wow, that barely does anything. Let's, Mongolian beef. How much does that heal? Well, first off, it has 2 uses, so that's cool. 300 HP. That'll do. We'll just do that. There. And we'll have Marley heal Seymour. I'll go ahead and continue fighting these monsters, even though they're kind of tough, until we get to that area where I'm supposed to be looking. I suppose I should be following the water's edge, since I'm supposed to be looking for something in the water. They actually said I'm supposed to be looking for a lake, but who knows if it's an actual lake or just part of the river. Actually, the Intimidator is looking kind of good right about now. Tell you what, Smite is definitely good against those birds. Now let's kill the other bird because it's about to attack. There we go. This battle's going well. I hope I didn't just jinx myself. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Yep. I think it has an interesting death animation. Alright, before I forget, I really need to check what Hobbs' attacks are. Double check to see if any of them are actually kind of useful. 24. I'm 1 point away from another level up. But let's see here. Magic, 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 skill. Okay, that's useful. Critical up. Costs 10 HP. I don't even know what that does. Physical defense up. Magic attack 10. Oh. That doesn't cause damage. Still don't know what the critical up is, though. Going to have to check that. Physical defense up only by 20 points, though. So that's not really going to be very useful. Especially since so many enemies use either magic attacks or skills. You know, I suppose I could just cheat and look up all the event locations within the editor. But I'd rather play this fair, like, considering stuff. Yeah. Alright, we got a level up out of that, of course. We're now level 6, and Seymour has learned a new attack. It's not particularly useful. If he ever gets an attack that does like 600 damage, or even 500 damage, along with a status effect attached to it, then it'll be useful. But for now, nah. Aha! The sonar console has detected something under the water here. Yes, I found the differential gear. So it's another thing for the last invention that I'm supposed to be finding. It'll be in here. Differential gear. Wonder what that means. Whatever. I was kind of hoping to find out, or find the last stash, the next stash of money before trying to find the parts for the next machine. But I don't know where to look for the money, so I'm just going with what I can, because, you know, eventually I'm just going to open both the last two shops up anyway, at the same time, probably. In fact, I'm hoping to do that today, in this one single session. Speaking of which, this session is getting kind of long at this point, so I'm going to split things off here and continue this recording momentarily. The rest of you will have to wait until tomorrow, though, to find out what I'm going to find next. Probably. Oh my goodness, why can't I hit this thing? Why is it? Ah!